moves, big moves, big moves, big moves. I'm with all the big shots. I get all the big knots. If you wanna see me, you better come to the top.
Whenever my phone ring, I know it's the money. It's sweet and it's sticking to me, it's my honey. Been at it a long time, I'm still spending on honey. If you think you taking it from me, you funny. I'm pushing the buttons, I call out the shots. If you think you better, I'm calling you out. If you wanna speak, come meet me at the top. At first they couldn't see, can't stop watching me now. I pay my own way, then I stayed in my lane. Can't stop going till I reach all my goals. You don't have no way, you always been a lane. You just wanna be me and it shows. If you had one pick and you don't wanna lose, you know to choose. They know how I do, they liking my groove. I'm making big moves.
I'm making big moves, big moves, big moves, big moves. Yeah, big moves, big moves, big moves, big moves. Yeah, I'm really that guy. Yo, I ain't no small fry. If you wanna get it done, you know who to call, right? Yeah. I'm making big moves, big moves, big moves, big moves. Yeah, big moves, big moves, big moves, big moves. I'm with all the big shots. I get all the big knots. If you wanna see me, you better come to the top. Yeah, I'm making big moves, big moves, big moves, big moves. Yeah, big moves, big moves, big moves, big moves. Yeah, I'm really that guy. Yo, I ain't no small fry. If you wanna get it done, you know who to call, right?
One card, that's all. Yeah, my face card, good in all states. Money like fast food, need Happy Meal, big fry, large shake. All I know is get it now, like wild way, can't hesitate. And if they hate, gon' let them hate. I keep going up, I'm levitating. I might go 1 week, no sleep, then spend a whole next week on the beach. I'm really living like this, no joke. I remember days we was sleeping on the floor. If you had one pick and you don't wanna lose, you know to choose. They know how I do it, they liking my groove. I'm making big moves.
I'm making big moves, big moves, big moves, big moves. Yeah, big moves, big moves, big moves, big moves. Yeah, I'm really that guy. Yo, I ain't no small fry. If you wanna get it done, you know who to call, right? Yeah. I'm making big moves, big moves, big moves, big moves. Yeah, big moves, big moves, big moves, big moves. I'm with all the big shots. I get all the big knots. If you wanna see me, you better come to the top.
Whenever my phone ring, I know it's the money. It's sweet and it's sticking to me, it's my honey. Been at it a long time, I'm still spending on honey. If you think you taking it from me, you funny. I'm pushing the buttons, I call out the shots. If you think you better, I'm calling you out. If you wanna speak, come meet me at the top. At first they couldn't see, can't stop watching me now. I pay my own way, then I stayed in my lane. Can't stop going till I reach all my goals. You don't have no way, you always been a lane. You just wanna be me and it shows. If you had one pick and you don't wanna lose, you know to choose. They know how I do, they liking my groove. I'm making big moves.
The world's best gather here. XBL baseball starts now.
It's crushed to the moon, and we're tied.
He picks it up on the second, over to first in time for the double play that ends the inning.
That's gone. Oh my, oh my, oh my.
Trying to repeat.
It's good!
And Homer to the pen! This game is over!
Oh! Crushed! Left field! Off the pole! Domingo Bell! Deep center field! Carrying! And it's gone!
That was hit hard. Left center field. Did she do it again? To the wall!
Swung on Bell to the deep left field. Is this baby gone? A grand slam!
Champion! The AAA World Series is over! What a line shot!
I can't believe my eyes.
As we approach week 2, we get treated to a XBL World Series rematch. The Season 17 Classic renewed. Looking to right wrongs is our first competitor. After multiple deep playoff runs, this squad found themselves spoiled in Season 20. No matter. This vet is among the best in the world on the mound and is a consistent offensive threat. No doubt, both of these will need to ring true tonight. Standing opposite, a colossus. The master of the wood has returned. A man that needs no introduction is hailed as the favorite to win the title yet yet again. With bats that have been mimicked by none, this squad strikes fear into the hearts of their foes. It is Lazy and the Tokyo Black Jackals battling it out against Mush and the San Diego Curse. Welcome to XBL Match of the Week.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another XBL Match of the Week cast here. It's going to be week 2, and I'm joined by the popular, the beloved Mystery Man. Mist, you're in the booth again. We're paying you double time this weekend. How are you, my friend?
I'm still waiting for that paycheck, but you know what? I'm happy to be here. You could pay me $0 for the rest of my life, and you'll still see me in here as long as the XBL is running. Yeah, we got quite a matchup here.
Yes, we do. Yes, indeed. It's going to be Lazy versus Mush, the Season 17 rematch of the World Series. Mush's first World Series appearance, I believe, and that was an exciting one. I believe it went 6 games and kind of ended on a bittersweet moment there for Mush, but heck of a series, really put himself on the map that season and hasn't left since. We know who Lazy is, and just really looking forward to this titanic matchup. The first key that I was kind of alluding to here is just, I suppose this is Lazy's like modern rivalry of sorts. Of course, there's Wishbone, but you know the OGs of the past, Ashnod, you know the bigger bats, the bigger names, Weaver, you know Luke, etc. Those guys are just kind of not in the league at this point, at least actively, and so we are kind of looking for the new challenger. Of course, Wishbone's got to be up there, being the current reigning World Series back-to-back champion. But as far as tonight's matchup goes, I mean, Mush is definitely going to be in contention for that kind of title as far as a rivalry with Lazy.
Yeah, I'm someone who's guilty of constantly preseason ranking Mush lower than he really should be. At this stage of the game, there's a few players there at the top that you could kind of intermingle all of them. Lazy, Wishbone, probably 1 and 2. But then someone like Mama June, everybody's afraid of. We don't really see him at a lower level than those two. The way Ox played last season, he was really the second best player in the XBL last season. And it was a close second. It wasn't a distant second at all. It was a very, very close second. And then Mush and, maybe one, I might be forgetting somebody, but yeah, it's a modern rivalry. It's a huge rivalry with Mush and Lazy. They're both so smart. I think you would agree they're very cerebral. Their approach to the game is impeccable. Someone like me that's just kind of hamming, egging it out there, not watching runners, not doing some of the little things, making errors in the outfield. We're people like me are at a totally different level, so we can appreciate folks like this.
Yeah, these are the best of the best, 2 of the best in the world. We've got, like I've said, some other names there, and some that you even mentioned are definitely in contention, but Lazy is just simply the undisputed. He's the greatest of all time, and he's looking to hold on to that title here as he competes in yet another season. It's really just kind of an honor to be able to witness their gameplay, and happy to do that again here tonight. But speaking of their gameplay, they both got off to a bit of the wrong foot by their standards. We saw Mush open his Season 21 campaign with a split against Teflon, which, kudos to Teflon. We knew he has a lot of potential. He's trying to live up to it this season, but as far as Mush's standards go, he's probably looking forward to get some of those sweeps on, middle to lower table teams, and Lazy finds himself at an awkward 500 winning percentage as well, splitting Mama Junjun and a Uni. So definitely not the start that we might have expected for this duo here tonight. And we're gonna have to kind of see, if is there going to be a sweep tonight? Is there going to be a split? I mean, the results of this series really truly does have some pretty serious seeding and playoff implications. Which side of the bracket are they going to end up on, and things of that nature. So It's going to be very, very interesting to see how this plays out and affects the rest of their season. Both of them were, hitting the bat decently well. Lazy did not have a problem scoring runs in his games, but maybe he's just hoping to button up the pitching a little bit, I suppose. And then Mush, I mean, it's only one series. It's super early in the season, so it would be harsh and maybe unfair to talk about any of his statistics so far. But simply just the record itself is, not something we would have really expected. If the betting channels were open at that time, we'd probably all be putting our chips on Mush and Lazy to come out on top of all of their series so far.
Yeah, I'm gonna move us along, but before we do that, I'm gonna take a small piece of credit for Teflon taking that game off of Mush. I had those preseason rankings, and oh boy, Teflon was not happy with those. And I even admitted that I probably was into the margarita when I got to the end of that list, because it did seem a little a little bit unfair to Teflon. But I think that lit a bomb under him right at the right time when Mush may be coming into a season sleepwalking a little bit, knowing he's going to be one of the top contenders. And let's credit our buddy Teflon for taking that game
Absolutely.
and taking it to Mush. And I'm looking forward. This is going to be such a good series.
Yeah, absolutely. I was just gonna quickly highlight a couple things before we dive into the action here. Wanted to mention the regular season career head-to-head between these two. Lazy, of course, does lead the category. It's 4-2, so Mush has the opportunity to even the career series head-to-head up tonight if he were to sweep. We've seen splits last season, the season prior, well, season 17, I should say, back when these two met in the World Series. And prior to that, Lazy came out on top. Although it was a one-run game the first time around, the very first head-to-head matchup. Very interesting. So something to keep an eye on there. This is just a quick little snapshot of that season 17 World Series, the game-by-game stats, but we don't really need to waste too much time delving into those at this point. And finally, I wanted to pull up the Week 2 caster pick'em predictions that we've had. I know Friday, you and God's Unicorn already took care of the AAA match of the week. That was an incredible series. If you guys have the opportunity and did not catch it live, be sure to watch the VOD, because those are some exhilarating games. We'd love to see that kind of action in the Fun League, aka the AAA. And tonight, we've got some picks all across the board. Looks like Mist is on the side of Mush, and myself is on the opposite side there with Lazy. I'm joined by Ox. That was a last-second change. He was initially selected Mush to sweep, but Ox decided to switch allegiances here right before the clock strikes 12. And yeah, kind of picks all over the place. I don't have the overall score leaderboard at the moment. It's not really updated yet anyways, but just a little fun flash here before the games go live. So with that being said, let's go ahead and dive right into the action, Mist. We'll get things pulled up here for the folks at home. Give me just a second to transition over. Alright, finally the computer allows me to select what I need. And here we go, folks. It's going to be Game 1, hosted at the Stadium of the Curse, Parque Yardaneros. Lazy leading us off here, watching a strike and then a ball. The count is evened up here. What kind of bets do you want to take? Oh, Mush! Giving a pitch up over the heart of the plate. It's gone! A leadoff solo shot Miss, I was just about to ask you, what odds did you want to have an over-under on the home runs hit this game at Park A? And before I can even get those words out of my mouth, Lazy fires a shot to center field.
Well, after seeing that, I think my number would probably go up. But I'll say in this game, I'm gonna say 5 home runs in this game, mostly Lazy, maybe 4 of them, and then in the second game, tail down to about 3. So 5 and 3.
5 and 3.
Those are pretty high numbers.
Yeah, those are, but we're also talking about the best of the best here. Lazy wasted absolutely no time with the deep shot to lead us off here in the game 1 first inning. He does proceed to hit into a double play, unfortunately, but this one's going to be shot through the gap between the third and short on the left-hand side for a 2-out single.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 8.
Lazy with the steal attempt here. Mush's arm at the plate is not... Oh, it's actually really good. He must have just not got a good meter on that because the speed is not insane, but it is a successful steal attempt there. And so Lazy has now a 3-0 hitter's count with RBI hero. Mush is not going to throw a strike at all. Yep, that's going to be ball 4.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 36.
The runners now at first and second. Outside pitch on this batter here. Mush loves that low outside cutter. Seen that. Missed the zone a little bit here, but he's now ahead in the count. Pitchers count 1 and 2. On the way, and he nails the upper outside corner. Strikes Lazy out looking. And the side is now retired, but after 3 hits and that solo shot, Black Jackals lead this game 1-0. Mush is going to look to have his opportunity to answer. Going to be popped up to the shallow left field grass, taken care of by the shortstop, Mad Jacko, for out number 1. Smash Herman stepping up to the plate. Carries fastball hitter and mind gamer. Nice curveball. Thrown over the plate for a strike, just barely. This one misses. Change up outside. 1-1. Going to go inside now. Mush taking. Mush's eyes rather impeccable at the plate. It's hard to get some of these corner strikes on him, but he chases at this one a little bit on the hand, so even the count at 2-2. Curveball on its way. Fended off by Mush, but it's not going to threaten anything there. Caught out in center for the second out.
Yeah, I could be mistaken, but I believe that Lazy has put a little bit more juice into his pitching than he has. You know, he's been able to get away with triangles and zero junk and some of these monkey shines that you could use against certain dot hitters back in the old days. Whereas now I think after, he went on vacation this last season and missed the playoffs. Maybe he would have won the whole thing. Who knows? But I believe he played the whole season the season before and was beaten in the playoffs by Wishbone or somebody. And I think he's throwing a little more juice into that pitching, and he is a good pitcher. He's always had weak pitchers, so it's going to be interesting to see if he can hold a hitter as good as Mush down.
Yeah, that's kind of the name of the game for the Curse brand of baseball. A lot more small ball. They've been known to hit some dingers every now and then, been power swinging in more recent seasons, but truthfully it's mainly just contact swinging, getting on base, hitting it to the gap, and using their speed to manufacture runs. And that was a recipe for success much of the way. Lazy is able to implement that as well, but also really just known for their potent bat and the power that they bring. They've got, I think, like 7 Long Bolo awards or something insane. I mean, they're just the best of all time for a reason, as this one's hit not even playable over that second baseman's head. Gonna extend the lead runner to third, so we'll have runners now at the corners here with only 1 away. As Lemony Flavor steps up, fastball hitter. Pretty good hitting stats as the shortstop has to dive over. Only play is at first, possibly still not able to get them with the speed, and that's another run in on the infield single. It's 2-0.
Yeah, one thing that was really, really interesting and well done by the SMB makers is, oh my God, there it is.
dynamite blast to left field over the bullpen, a 3-run blast. It's 5-0. Black Jackals wasting absolutely no time here tonight on Match of the Week.
Jasper Hope.
Yeah, and this is exactly what I was gonna say. Actually, is that they made the game to where when the pitcher loses confidence, it seems like the really great hitters, like I'm thinking of Lazy and Ashnod, probably 1 and 2, but even Luke, Weaver, anybody, Mama June certainly, is when they compromise the pitcher's confidence and you start seeing that accuracy start to wane. You start to see the pitches sort of flatten out, not as much snap. They just completely go off, and that's the problem with Lazy. Is once your pitcher is compromised, you're pretty much done.
Yeah, this starter for Mush is just getting eaten alive. Another gapper to right center field, cut off well by the center fielder. That will keep the second runner there at third base. So runners at the corners now, but another run across the plate. It's 6-0 here, only 1 out, and like you mentioned, the stamina, the mojo, everything is down for this pitcher on the bump. Although they might benefit from a ground ball to short, second to first, that will end the inning. So he needed that. But it's a 5 spot. 6 runs in total now for the Jackals here as we enter the bottom of the second.
Yeah, he bought himself a little bit of time with that double play. And oh boy, is he going to need it.
Yeah, Mush is really going to have to pull every cat out of the bag here tonight to mitigate the offense for the Black Jackals. And even worse is, like we kind of mentioned earlier, you mentioned a few minutes ago, Lazy's pitching stats here. I mean, he is known for basically bringing no junk to the table. He's all velo and accuracy, and his starters hitting triple digits on some of these fastballs here. He's going to miss away, potentially red reticle, gets away from the catcher. So base on balls issued here with 1 out. John Tuck steps up to the plate. First pitch stealing, and not the best throwing meter. That'll be an easy steal for Mush.
Yeah, and Lazy is a huge fan of the composed trait. The XBL has for a long time allowed up to 3 composed, and most seasons, I don't know what he did this season. I see it's on this picture, but most seasons he uses all 3 of them. So that's not a super popular trait, but he loves it.
Another steal here by Mush. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, if you really want to, you can activate it in every at-bat, but your stamina is going to start to tank quite a bit as you have to, throw 3 pitches minimum to get there. So
and that's exactly why, especially in like AAA, you don't really see full counts and that stuff, other than when I'm playing.
I mean, it is an interesting thought, though. It's pretty cheap insurance. Yeah, the roster building component maybe is something to chat about another time, but clearly it's working for Lazy. He doesn't even probably need any pitching stats at this point. The way he hits the ball, he gets a nice leadoff single there, and he's looking to threaten a potential mercy early here. We're only in the 3rd inning, and it's 6-0. This ball hit deep and not deep enough. Go ahead, Mist.
Yeah, some people may not realize, but Lazy does a lot of contact hitting until he gets runners on base or he gets the right hitter up there. He's surely he's good enough to just power hit the whole time. But he's a student of the game. He's going to do whatever he's going to get every advantage, right?
Yeah, he is able to really min-max everything at the plate. He does it so well. He makes it look so easy as he gets caster cursed to there and swings and misses at a ball in the zone. But it is the pitcher, so there's also potentially a little lag here as both players take a moment to step out of the box. Mush is going to get the strikeout there on the pitcher, just barely clipping the zone with the fastball. So the lineup turns over now. The second baseman for the Black Jackals back up to the plate, looking for a fastball as they're locked in already after that leadoff home run to get this game started. Since this curveball,
that was really lined up, but just went right at center field.
Yeah, just the timing with the off speed, benefiting Mush there to end the inning. So Curse have 1 hit so far, looking to really kind of get into their groove here. still early in the game, but there's just a lot of pressure being down 6 to someone like Lazy.
Yeah, I believe the Curse do still have their starter in there, so they're not really out of it yet. It feels bad.
Sprinter on this batter, but the throw from third is in time. Lazy's invested a lot of arm stats for that third baseman there, and it pays off. Two-out single keeps the inning alive here for the Curse. A lot of speed, and something else worth noting, Miss, that maybe we could have dived into a second earlier, is the lack of arm on the catcher for the Black Jackals. They are primed to be eaten alive on the base passes. There's another successful steal by Mush.
Yeah, Lazy, well known for trolling with his catcher's arm under the flag of all the way back to when Pseudo was in the league, just trolling that he doesn't really care if you run because you can't hit well enough to beat him.
Yeah, it was a true weakness in his roster, and was definitely exploited by the likes of Pseudo and even Mush. Taking Lazy deep into their series game 6s. So they kind of made Lazy sweat a little bit for it, but of course we know how those stories ended, as Mush had runner in scoring position, unable to convert here in the third inning. Unfortunately, that's 2 left on as we head now to the top of the 4th.
Yeah, I will say that catcher does have a bit more arm than we're used to. I think usually it's more like 40. That one looks to be maybe 65.
Yeah, this one near perfect reticle, just line drive all the way rolling into the wall, left center field to lead off the 4th as the Jackals continue their hitting spree here tonight.
Now batting, the catcher, number 47, Jasper Hope.
Yeah, and the last thing you ever want to be doing is throwing a tense or weaker pitcher at Lazy.
A weak curveball, just enough of the plate, I suppose, for Lazy to get to it. He had a decent reticle there as well, and it sneaks its way into the outfield grass for an RBI single. It's 7-0 now. And yeah, at this point, you really maybe have to take the page out of the Burning Ice playbook and just constantly harass the strike zone with curveballs and off speed at the top and corners, because the fastball is clearly it's only really there to try and keep Lazy honest, but that's already hard enough to do as is. As there's one hit hard down the first base side, it's fair, rolling under the wall. Right fielder still can't get to it.
Oh my!
And it'll be extra bases.
You didn't want to bend over. You got to bend over and pick up the ball.
Yeah, Metalhead didn't think about adding that animation apparently, as we watch a lazy right fielder. But it doesn't hurt him too bad there. They do close the inning out. So it is 7-0 here. They're still looking to get on the ball here. Oh, this one's hit well. It's not going to have enough juice. It is just at that warning track in center field. But if Mush can get a slightly better power swing timer, I guess, might start to see the balls fly here at Parquet.
Oh,
great sound off the bat. Right fielder took a bit of a shallow line, but they make up for it with a diving athletic play.
Wow. Nice play by right field. You know, I was just going to say, Zlatanimal, let's talk a little bit of pitching. When you do have a pitch that's dead on arrival, like a fastball that you're tense, you're not going to get past somebody like Lazy. You don't necessarily want to put that pitch completely to bed. You sometimes want to advertise it just enough to wet the whistle, but you just have to make sure it's off the plate.
Curveball grounded to short. Nice diving play by the shortstop there to get the first out. Yeah, I mean, I'm interested to see how long. I wouldn't be surprised if Mush keeps this starter out there until maybe even the 7th inning if the score stays the same. He doesn't really want to show any secrets, play any unnecessary cards at this point, down 7. But if the runs start to come in for the Curse, then we should see some bullpen activity for sure.
Unless he gets the velo all the way down, then he might want to stick with him no matter what.
Yeah, absolutely. He's already on his 70th pitch here on its way. Evens the count at 1-1. Lazy, great reticle there. Beats the diving second baseman, so a 2-out single to keep this fifth inning alive for the Black Jackals as they look to extend their lead as the lineup turns over now. It's Lemony Flavors, the second baseman. As mentioned earlier, she hit the leadoff solo home run to get this game started, and her batting stats are doing rather well here to start season 21. She can find a way to get on base. That would bring Mercy threatening run to the plate, and that's a ball four, missing well outside. So, as mentioned, the bad ball hitter now looming, threatening the Mercy here.
Now pitching, Richard.
Rally stopper, Elite Four seam.
Swings at the first pitch, cutter in on the hands. Everybody moves up 90 feet.
Yeah, that's a completely misplaced cutter. I've done that a million times. That is not where you want that pitch.
Oh, it looks like Mush gets away with things here. Curveball, soft contact to center, corralled, and that will end the top of the fifth there. The Black Jackals leave them loaded as the Curse look to carry any momentum they can from that stoppage there. Try and flip it on the other side of the ball now as we approach the halfway point of this ball game. This is what's so difficult about playing someone like Lazy is every single at bat is such a grind. We're only halfway through, and you really just have to strap in, do the best you can to keep your focus at an all-time high. This one fouled back behind the plate. It should go off the fence. Yes, it just barely does. Mush gets another chance at things here with his reliever at the plate. Runner in scoring position. Now behind in the count 1-2. Sends one off to the shortstop. Does advance the runner. It is a productive out.
Yeah, it is only the fifth, and Mush can score in bunches. So even one run here would at least, show a little bit of a pulse.
Yeah, he does just that. Gets the single back up through the middle on the first pitch of that at bat there. Great speed again. Should expect a steal attempt, a changeup as well, so pretty much a guaranteed steal there. And yeah, scoring in bunches. He has the opportunity. Another runner in scoring position here on a 3-0 count. Nice pitch by Lazy to hit the corner.
Oh, that one hurts.
Yeah, this time Mush's approach at the plate is very methodical. Hardly ever going to swing at a 3-0 count or even a 3-1 count in a lot of situations there. A double steal, Lazy, ooh, a little quick on the trigger, goes to third. Does not get anybody out as they all make it back in time. Now the count is even.
Might distract the pitcher. Let's see if he can get a meatball. A rare meatball from Lazy. There it is.
A bit of a meatball, you're right. That ball's jettisoned to left field in the grass. It's a single here to advance everyone again 90 feet. Buddy get wrecked at the plate with the bases loaded. Got off-speed hitter and mind gamer. The accuracy is quite low for this starter on the Black Jackals as they just barely nabbed the strike zone. Quickly 0-2
Another meatball. Now. Oh, that was a fastball down the middle, and Mush did not move.
Mush gathers himself here, takes a breath outside the box, pops this one up to the shortstop. Tough. Infield fly induced, and there are now 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth with the bases loaded.
That was very lucky. That was a pretty big circle there, Zlat, and it ended up in a pretty Lazy-centric spot there.
Hard hit ball, unfortunate for Mush as it's right at the glove of the shortstop, fires to first and ends the inning. Oh man, that's a heartbreaker there. But a good job by Lazy. Continued to hit the corner of the zone. He had a couple mistake pitches, but wasn't truly punished for him as the score remains 7-1 now. Top of the sixth. Reliever still in the game, of course, for the Curse. Still under 10 pitches now. Count goes full. Lazy gets a curveball, sends it foul just a hair early on that trigger. Gets the fastball. He had it primed up.
That's hit.
Right fielder. Oh, they watch it go sailing over their head, bouncing off the wall for a leadoff double.
It was hard to see because the background was kind of the same color as the ball, but it almost looked like the right fielder could have maybe done a running jump. What did you see, Zlat?
Yeah, I thought it was possible. Oh, this one is deep to left. No jump possible. It's off the wall. Just, I don't know, maybe a foot short of leaving the yard. It's back-to-back doubles here. 8-1 ball game. Yeah, I mean, I think there's a chance he could have jumped for it, but there's also a high likelihood it would have. We would have seen a metalhead moment of, a 2% drop or whatever. It's always higher chance of dropping a ball on a jump while moving. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it is what it is. But it's a strikeout there to get the first out here in the 6th. The Curse looking to hold Lazy's efforts, but it's going to be hard as this one's back through the middle. Lazy has base jogger, so he'll have to put the brakes on there, the lead runner, as they are at the corners here for the 8-spot hitter. Bad Dinglingy, the center fielder, carries off-speed hitter, and he sends a blast to deep left field near the warning track. Does fall into the glove of Peacock, who throws it to second, and that is going to be a sac fly. 9-1 is our score.
And that's an absolutely fantastic swing from Lazy, even though it's just a sac fly. That's a tough ball to get to, and he smashed.
Oh, a diving effort by the third baseman, unable to get to it there. Throw comes into third, and he drops it. Oh, he still tags him out.
Oh, he got the shoulder. He got his shoulder. The right shoulder got tagged.
Yeah, Lazy he was in a situation there many of us can relate to. He saw that the throw was gonna beat him and decides to put the brakes on and try to run back the other way. But if he would have just committed, he actually would have been safe. So, a weird, chaotic moment there at third to end the inning, and this deep ball again by the Curse just caught and tracked down in the outfield.
Yeah, if I'm Mush, just keep playing it tough here. Don't give him any quarter. Don't let him think he's superior. Mush should already have probably 3 or 4 runs here. Had a little bit of a, I'll call it bad luck, but he had some opportunities.
Yeah, for sure. I think we know 1, maybe 2 innings with the bases loaded, and just weren't able to bring him home, unfortunately. But it's a quick inning here in the 6th. It's rather dominant or one-sided affair so far. There's still time for the Curse to try to change this game's complexion, but at the moment they face an 8-run deficit as the lineup again is turned over for the Black Jackals. A fly out there for the first out.
Let's credit Mush for fighting back here on this match of the week against such a player. There's only a few players in the entire XBL and in the entire SMB universe that can go down 6-0 against Lazy in the first or second inning and really do anything other than get mercied in probably the second, but I'll say third or fourth.
Yeah, it's tough. Really just the grindiest game. You have to hunker down, and there's just so much effort. You got to try to make sure you make absolutely 0 mistakes. There's a very razor-thin margin of error as this one's hit hard line drive past the first baseman. Didn't really have a chance at it as they were holding that runner, and so with 2 outs, there's runners on the corners here for the Black Jackals. Going to see an intentional walk issued to that RBI hero. They will take their free bag as Victor McDoozle steps up now. Good pitch there by Mush to catch the zone. It's a first pitch strike.
Interesting slot. He's got clutch. He's got the bases loaded with clutch, and it's not engaged.
Yeah, the lead is just too great for that trade to come into effect there. And Mush does get out of it. It's a hard hit ball to center right at the fielder. So we head now to a quick stretch and the bottom of the 7th. quick strikes here from Lazy. Kid K and her K Collector is just zero fun to try and deal with there. Throwing 102 with the fastball. Gonna be another one. Back up to the shortstop. Dive Wizard activated. Not enough speed there from the batter, and that'll be the first out.
Center fielder, number 19, Buck Yo.
I can tell you firsthand because I play against Mush directly in the SMNL with Tier 3 four-seam fastball and other things. He can catch up to anything with that contact swing if he can get it timed right.
Deep ball to the gap in right center. Right fielder does have a play. They dive and make the play. Can they double him up at second? They will. It's a double play to end the 7th inning.
Yeah, might be one of those games for the San Diego Curse, but I still like the fight in the Curse.
Fielder, number 57.
Yeah, I don't blame Mush at all for just sending it there. I mean, when you're down 8, every run counts, and you just got to take some risks. So, absolutely no problem with the send. It's just a great defensive effort. They did come up with the ball, so tip of the cap to that right fielder who's cruising this game along. It's 2 quick outs for Lazy. The reliever's going to get a hit to the gap in left center.
Great swing. That's going to go all the way to the wall. That might be 3. Look how far it is out there at Unicorn Stadium here.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 28.
That must be a heck of a slow run. Oh, it is a slow runner there on second.
Yeah, that was the reliever that just hit that double. With 2 outs in the 8th, Lazy would love to get some more runs just for the stats, if not to induce a mercy, as there's another gapper.
Oh, there it goes
Prime
again.
Lazy
I was
hitting.
just gonna say, Zlat, this is the rare ballpark. There's literally 2 triples alleys in this park. It's the only one
Now batting,
where
the
you can
shortstop,
constantly hit
number
triples out to
39.
either one of those spots.
Yeah, I mean, you could maybe throw Shaka in there just due to the sheer depth of the field, but no one really
sure.
plays there, you know, so yeah, Parquet.
It doesn't really. It's not the dimensions. It's just the entire size. But you do make a good point there. But this one's even worse in the alleys, to be honest, than Shaka.
Yeah, it's a rare sight to see 2 deeper points. The triples alleys there, they're just both deeper than straightaway center. It's kind of odd, but that is going to bring across, that single there is going to be enough to bring in the run in from third. So it's 11-1 now. Lazy does trigger a mercy threshold if he can hang on for 3 outs in the bottom frame. Mush has to get there first. He does at the strikeout on the lower inside corner. Great pitch there from him. Now he's got to dig deep as you can. With only 6 outs to work with, he's got to make up 10 runs somehow. That is a tough one to deal with there. Kid K collects another strikeout.
Number 10, Buddy Gatrell.
She's kind of feeling it with her accuracy. Oh, that's a great swing.
Yeah, great swing there. Finds the grass and left.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Any momentum Mush can try to gather and collect here, maybe carry it into the second game of the series. It's another single now, so back-to-back hits. Brings that mojo down on Kid K back to neutral. Who's also at the 20-pitch threshold. Line drive right to the shortstop. Just another unfortunate sequence there as the Curse put a great bat on the ball, but the fielder is perfectly aligned. They snuff out the thread. There's now 2 away. This one escapes the catcher. Maybe a lag moment? I'm not sure. We don't typically see that bad of a reticle pitching-wise from Lazy. But everybody moves up 90 feet. This game will continue as John Cook sends one to center field. That'll be a 2-run single. Here in the 8th inning, it's 11-3. The Curse do have some life in them.
That was an absolute dead corner. High velo fastball. Mush can get there.
Yeah, he does so again here. It's runners at the corners now. And we're going to see Punchy Palmer exit this game for a pinch hitter. Kid K falls to tense mojo, nearing 30 pitches. Carries easy jumps for another steal to be successful here on the trail runner. So now at second and third. Missing the zone, 2-1 count. Mush watches the changeup, even that count now. K Collector activated. This ball hit to center, but right to the fielder's glove to end the inning.
Yeah, good location overall from Lazy that entire sequence. Even though Mush was getting hits, he was hitting balls on the dead corner. So, good pitching there from Lazy.
We do enter the 9th inning here. It's an 8-run ball game. The Black Jackals have continued to just demolish and pulverize the baseball tonight. It's another single here to lead off the inning. They've had over 20 hits, I believe I saw. The Curse have been trailing in that category, although made up a decent amount of ground, a respectable amount of ground. They, I believe, are now also in the double-digit hit category, as Lazy just unrelenting here. Runners at first and second. Nobody out.
Yeah, we saw a couple of Lazy curveballs, both of which from Mush, that Lazy laced both of them. So now I think he's going away from the curveball a little bit.
It's outside pitch activated. The hitting trade, and it's 3 singles all in a row here in the 9th. Bases are loaded for Tater Tot. Head in the count here, 2-0. That one might have been outside, but Lazy gave a hack at it. Out of the way, this one back up through the middle again. Another single. And station-to-station baseball. It's now a 9-run ball game.
I think you need a new pitcher. This pitcher's not fooling him a bit, not one bit.
Yeah, they've got Meltdown activated. He's got the SPRP, the infamous probably down SPRP enters the game.
Those types of pitchers usually work against me. I don't know about use that.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to think they don't, but I guess maybe I'll have to find out oh no, it's ball 4 and a run is walked in here. And the reliever's up at the plate. Now there's nobody out. Lazy, perfect vertical.
He tail guns him with a fastball. Lazy not able to catch up to probably down.
Probably down's fastball is too much. Man, if Mush would have realized this secret weapon earlier in the game, it'd be a different story.
Exactly. Now he knows.
Oh, it's the off-speed over the plate. Another station-to-station single here. Lazy just continues to pile on. This ball on the ground should be... Oh, he's going home. Okay. Yeah, he wants to just maybe preserve any semblance of stats. So gets the force out at home. Double play still intact here. Bases are loaded. One away. This one hit hard to center. Should be a sac fly though. And it's now 15-3. Black Jackals on top.
A little bit scary for other XBLers at the top because Mush is considered essentially tied for the best pitcher in the SMB universe, and he is getting, well, probably Down's blowing the fastball by him, but other than that, he's really had a struggle.
Ball looped over second base. Oh, it's misplayed out in center.
Oh, no.
Lazy's gonna...
Let's go outfielding. We don't need that now.
Yeah, Lazy could have punished it more, but just only sends the lead runner home. Keeps everybody else at their first and second homes, respectively now. Lazy with an awkward late swing, probably down. Dicing up the Black Jackals here in the 9th.
Yeah, he was waiting for that fastball, and he didn't get it.
Yeah, he gets it there. He's late on it for the strikeout. So it's a 13-run game. It's effectively over, but we still got 3 outs to work with here. See what kind of magic Mush can put together. We have not seen a bunt attempt from the sprinter bunter this game. There's a base hit yet again. Doesn't need to bunt. Instead, he's just going to continue to slap singles all over the field.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 14, Smash Herman.
Another steal. I suppose it's
Trying to
just
get some mojo, maybe.
yeah, just kind of staying in your game plan. Hasn't lost all of his focus. Wants to keep it alive for game 2 here. Is a weak ground out down the first base side.
Now batting, the catcher, number 4, Magic Cannon.
That's a strike.
Kid K
Oh, that was hittable.
left to the Wolves here. Over 40 pitches. Weak grounder to third. Lazy takes the force out at first. The run scores. It's 16-4 with now 2 outs.
Number 10.
And it looks like they will go to the bullpen and bring in the reverse
Number 46.
splits. Reliever carries elite changeup and pretty low velo. Aptly named Big Cheese, though. This should do it. Routine fly ball to center. Corralled by Dinglingi, and the Black Jackals take game 1 here in match of the week number 2 by a score of 16-4.
Yeah, obviously outstanding play from the Black Jackals. Mush showing a lot of grit, but it was a struggle.
Yeah, it was a forgettable one for the Curse, but there were some positives to take away. They'll try to carry that into game 2 as they get a clean slate to start things over here, folks. Give us just a moment to break away, and we'll return with the action here on your screens momentarily. Alrighty, folks. Thank you for your patience with us there. We're bringing game 2 live to your screens. Well, technically pre-recorded, but
And off we go.
got the home of the Black Jackals now at Sakura.
Nighttime Sakura. We know this is one of Ole Misto's favorites. This was my stadium in my first season ever. Both of our first seasons ever. Season 10's lot.
Yeah, season 10, a great season, and it was around. Was it season 10? Was there a cup around then? I know that you and I had a great cup series shortly after we arrived.
I think season 10. I think season 10 was the first cup. It might have been 11, but yeah, somebody check on that. Was it between 10 and 11 or between 11? I'm going to say it was between 10 and 11. I snuck in right at the time they started doing the cup.
Yeah, that sounds right. Hey, want to shout out Pelmev in the chat. Welcome, my friend. Tuning into game 2 here of match of the week. Game 1 went in favor of the Black Jackals. Oh, a nice hit and run here by Mush. We're going to see, oh, they did not push the envelope. Good, wise decision to retreat there and stay at second, but quickly 2 runners aboard now with nobody out. As I was saying, game 1 went to the way of the Black Jackals. It's going to be a double play ball. Final score was 16-4. Lazy got off to an incredible start early on and just never looked back. Mush and the Curse had a couple opportunities with some juicy innings, bases loaded, but unable to convert in those. So looking to clean the slate and get a better start here. They do have a runner in scoring position, of course. It's now 2 outs on a 3-1 hitters count. Just 90 feet away would be the game's first run. Nice pitch from Lazy, perfectly on the corner there. He's going to go right back to it. A little low, gets Mush to chase. Off the pitcher. In time at first. Just really unlucky that doesn't go back up the middle for Mush.
Yeah, Mush needs a break, but more than anything, Mush needs to do what Mush does, which is just grind.
Probably one of the ultimate grinders of the league. He's going to be tasked with having to do that here again in game 2 against Lazy. Gets a strikeout here to open the bottom frame. Bad Jacko, the bad ball hitter, comes up to the plate. He did a lot of damage last game. Mush is going to have to be really careful about which types of pitches to leave over the plate to this guy as he swings and misses on an off-speed there. Another off-speed catches the zone. Dangerous curveball, gets away with it. This one, fastball in the gap. Prime Lazy. Never in doubt. Had it laced up the whole way.
Yeah, it was right on the dead corner, but it was a very visible pitch, and unfortunately for Mush, at this level, even a great pitch like that is just going to get canned.
Yeah, so runner in scoring position with only 1 away. Mush gonna, like we said, have to grind right away to start the game. He is in the even count after that foul ball. Another one down the third base side. We'll have to do it again. Jasper Hope has an extra 10 power here as they now have a full count to work with. Bill Bullseye and the Wild Thing needing to hit the zone, just barely missing the top corner.
Wow, what an eye there from Lazy. Those last 2 pitches, I mean, it's tough to take those.
Yeah, and Lazy was kind enough to show us that location as well. You often see that get called for a strike. You saw Mush's quick chat come out and a little frustrated, but fires right back with the strikeout there, not messing around at all. So RBI hero batter at the plate now, Silent Slay, looking to do some damage and open the floodgates early here.
Boy, that's an insane hitter.
He has a 3-0 count. You know, Mush is not really wanting to give him anything to be punished, and it's a 4-pitch walk now. We see Victor McDouzle step up. He had quite a few RBIs last game. He's got the outside pitch trade, and Lazy not expecting 2 strikes on the outside. Watches that one. Can Bill Bullseye truly pull the cat out of the bag? Oh, foul down the first base side. Count remains at 1-2 here. Pressure meter 3/4 full.
Feeling the pressure. Oh.
This is our juice theory. Count is evened up now as that one misses low and outside. Curveball on its way. First baseman dives, unable to get there. It finds grass to right field, and we have our first run of the game.
A slight mislocation. He didn't want to go 3-2, and he kind of left a cupcake there. But that's okay. It's only 1 run. That's totally fine. It just needs to batten down the hatches here, which is not going to be easy.
Not a lot of speed. If Lazy were to get a single, it's likely just to score 1. Needs a gapper for anything else. Tater tot the inside pitch. Oh, he sends one deep to center. Doesn't have enough.
He might have got away with it.
Oh, Mush does escape the inning, only allowing 1 there to keep those bases loaded. And Lazy just missed one to deep center. Mark the Shark on the bump here for the Black Jackals in game 2. He's got a 3-0 count on this leadoff hitter. Fires one in there for the easy strike. Now Mush will be green lighted, I would think. He sends this one back up to the second base side. Oh, what a diving stab by Flavors to get that.
Number 9, Diego Espanol.
Robbed a base hit, maybe even extra bases there. As the curse, really, like we've said so many times at this point, just gonna have to grind their way through this game. Not easy against Lazy. This one, weakly hit the left, taken care of routinely.
The first baseman, number
Those
29.
pitches were dead on the corner. Lazy kind of feeling it on the mound. That one was a tiny bit hittable, but still, it's awfully hard to get a lot, as you know, Zlat. It's very hard in those corners to get much behind your swing, as that reticle tends to shrink along with the power circle.
Yeah, it's not easy. These guys can make it look easy a lot of the time. As there's now a 3-1 count. Hitters count here for Lazy. Oh, off speed. Caught him off guard now. Full count here. Fastball. Jumping second baseman. It was an awkward one.
Oh.
Should he or should he not have jumped? He decides to jump and it kind of just ghosts through his glove there. Maybe even caused a hole in the webbing of the second baseman's leather.
I'm not going to blame the fielder there. It was a very good attempt. It was just one of those awkward paths, I guess.
Yeah, it was a good reaction to be able to get the animation in time. It's just kind of sometimes a complete gamble on if that's the correct choice or not. And unfortunately for Mush, it went through him, but it may not be too big of a deal as there's a double play ball fired over from the second baseman, a great arm, and they do get the inning-ending double play.
Fielder, number 11, Drew Peacock.
So Mush doing a much better job this time around here in game 2. Keeping Lazy's bat contained. It's only 1 run so far. He's escaped a couple jams. Looking to create more jams himself. Fastball low and in. Rounded to short. 4 out, number 1.
Now batting, the pitcher, number 55, Bell Bullseye. That's a strike.
Oh.
Shout out everybody in the chat. Thank you for being here with us tonight. Much of you probably trying to dual screen some playoff football activity. Looks like that may have just wrapped up there. So welcome everybody in the chat. This is game 2 on Match of the Week number 2 between Mush and Lazy. 2 titans of the XBL going head-to-head, toe-to-toe here. Game 1 in favor of those Black Jackals by a large margin. It was 16-4 final score. Much closer affair so far to start game 2. Mush finds himself behind in the count here, 0-2 with 2 outs. And behind on that fastball, striking out to end the inning.
Now batting,
Good, really good pitch there.
39.
Lazy, the leadoff single of his own to get things started now in the bottom of the 3rd.
Now batting, the catcher, number 47, Jasper. Oh.
Got a great arm on Mush's catcher, so it's unlikely that Lazy will attempt to steal as he hits a nice line drive past the hot corner. And it's back-to-back singles to kick things off here, bottom of the 3rd.
Now batting.
That's an extremely tough curveball to hit. It was a ball, but he got right on that.
Mush ahead in the count now, evened 2-2. Oh, a mistake pitch. Lazy fouls it off. Mush kind of gets away with one there. And nice pitch on the outside corner. Does get strike 3 looking. So that'll be the first out here. Lazy has RBI Hero activated yet again on this batter. Just monstrous hitting stats.
Yeah, that was a interesting call by the home plate ump. But Lazy's still looking to do damage.
Fly ball, is it deep enough? No, not deep enough to advance that runner from second. Mush doing a good job hitting his spots.
36.
Ball outside. Ball, that's outside.
If you're Mush, you've got to get through here clean.
There's a strike.
Battles back to even the count now at 2-2. Victor McDoozle looks for one outside pitch. He does, but it's grounded. And that will end the inning. 2 more runners left on base for the Black Jackals. As we head now to the top of the 4th, it's just a 1-run game here. Black Jackals lead it.
There's a strike. Nope, it's that ball.
Yeah,
Oh,
1-1. Yeah, he missed the spot a little bit, but the shortstop's able to make up for it with the hops.
Number 4, Magic Cannon.
And Mush has had quite a few hard hit balls just taken away by Lazy's defense.
Now batting.
Wonder what
Third
Mush is
baseman,
thinking at
number
this
10, Buddy Getrecht.
I don't know, but it is really, really hard to hold Mush down on offense. I think eventually he's going to have one of these 3 or 4 or 5 run innings because that's just his MO. It's momentum hitting.
Yeah, he stays alive here in the top of the 4th. A nice little 2-out single through the heart of the order. And first pitch swinging, it's another single up through the middle. So got some action on the base paths here. Number 6 spot, Diego Espanol. The bad ball hitter. This is kind of the guy for the curse. This is who you'd want in this spot. Does he get a pitch to
Good
hit?
timing for the curse. If you can get the bases loaded even.
Oh, it's a deep one, but he gets just under it, I think, here at Sakura. Goes all the way to the track. Falls safely in the glove of the center fielder to end the top of the 4th. Lazy looking to get some hitting going. He's had some moments. He's left quite a few runners on base to end the innings, but surprisingly, compared to last game, he's not been able to find that final answer yet. Try to convert some runs. He's not going to get the opportunity in the bottom of the 4th. Mush's pitching is starting to cook here as we head to the midway point of this ballgame. Hard hit ball on the second pitch of the at-bat directly to the shortstop for first out now. Lazy starter has been locked in. There's a ground ball. Second baseman able to get there. That's just good defense. 2 quick outs. Let's bring up the curse pitcher to the plate. Swings on the first pitch, interestingly, and grounds out to the first baseman. So quick top frame in the 5th. We now see a lineup turnover for the Black Jackals. It'll be 1-2-3 in their side of the 5th inning.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of swinging at corner pitches here. It's great pitching. The hitting could perhaps be more selective, but if people are just consistently canning corners, at some point you have to swing at some of them.
Curveball misses high, just outside the zone as well. It's a 2-1 count, now 3-1. Bad ball hitter for the Black Jackals. Will see a base on balls, no surprise there.
Free pass.
Now batting, the catcher, number 47, Jasper Hope.
Jasper Hope gets
Tiring pitcher.
Yeah, exactly. When are we going to see probably down come out? The secret
yes. The fan favorite.
Get you with the name and the stats. Oh, not yet, because there's strike 3 is out number 2. This ball hit first pitch swinging in the gap, and we're gonna see an extension of the Black Jackals' lead here. That one rolled all the way to the wall, deep enough to score the run. It's 2-0 now.
Batting, the first baseman, number 8.
RBI hero still not getting a chance to do anything there. He gets a free base. As we see Victor McDoozle try to become the Black Jackals guy. With runners on base. Brakes are put on by the lead runner here, so the bags are full for Tater Tot. This is the moment where the bullpen's going to come into play for the curse. We see Richard Long enter with the late four-seamer and rally stopper.
There's a strike.
Comes with the curveball, but hits it.
It's outside.
Do not want to throw anything inside to this batter. Maybe a fastball if you think you can get him timed up, but Lazy's ready for it.
Oh boy.
On cue, in the gap, all the way to the wall in right field. That's going to clear the bases and make this a 5-0 ball game.
Yeah, it wasn't located well at all, and therefore the velo didn't really affect Lazy at all, and he crushed it.
Yeah, just as quickly as they've entered the game, Richard Long is already tense now, having only thrown 5 pitches. It's a tough sight here for the curse in the 5th. They really kept the lid on this one, and it's not over by any means, but 5 runs is substantial between these two here. So Mush does collect the final out. We go to the top of the 6th. He's going to have to try and find a quick answer here.
At this point, Mush is now frustrated at the plate. He's such a good hitter. I mean, nobody should really be able to hold him down like this. He had, a few opportunities where things just didn't crack his way. But right now, he's kind of grasping at straws here.
Yeah, I mean, he needs to just do kind of what he's been doing, getting on base, just try to find a way to convert the runners. This one hit deep to right center, but there's enough speed. It's tracked down. Oh, now, yeah, the chat alluded to it. You kind of just did a moment ago as well. I mean, Mush is justified to be on tilt, on full tilt here at this point.
Yeah, it's not fun to get owned like this. Period.
Trying to keep their composure here, 2-0. This one over the plate and just under it. Going to be caught by the center fielder there for the closure of the top of the 6th. Black Jackals return to the dish now. Looking to extend their lead. Dare I say, potentially end this ball game. Isn't that ridiculous? He would need 5 runs, but it's Lazy.
Yeah, very possible. Especially with the lead runner. We know that's the most deadly thing in the game.
Yeah, the heart of the lineup do as the lineup does turn over now here. It's Lemony Flavors, who led off Match of the Week tonight with a solo shot in Game 1. Looking to continue their hot hitting streak. This one grounded to second, wisely fielded by Mush to get the double play. Nicely done.
Shortstop, number 39.
So the bad ball hitter enters and immediately sends one to the gap in right field. That'll be extra bases as Foundwood has to track it down. And so it's a 2-out double.
Now batting, the catcher, number 47, Jasper Hope.
This is big. This is a big spot for the curse here to ensure that this runner does not cross the plate. They need to snuff this out immediately. They even the count up at 2-2 now. Richard Long could be the last batter they face. Count goes full. Fouled off there. The changeup on the outside corner. We do it again. It's a curveball. Weakly grounded. Nice piece of pitching there from Mush to get the ground ball and end the inning.
Third baseman, number 10.
Yeah, definitely still time. Just need a lead runner.
Yeah, need to get some action on the base pass. Try to abuse Lazy's lowly invested catcher arm. We saw a lot of stealing in action on the base pass in Game 1.
Number 50.
Really need to see that get back here in gear. Second baseman not able to track that weak slicing ball down. That was an awkward one. Could not be reached. So we do see a runner, although they carry bad jumps missed. It's just not the runner you would hope to have at this point in time. You still take what you can get. It's another ball up through the middle, so first and second now. The Curse have something brewing here late in the 7th. They're going to need to capitalize.
Number 29.
Yeah, he needs to compromise the pitcher. He's really just he's purely relying on dead corner pitches like right there. He needs something more than just that. But you have to rattle the pitcher to get that at this level, and that's an interesting call.
Yeah, that's just a pixel perfect cutter on the outside corner. Oh, here we go. Here's some action. Ball in the gap on the right field side. It's going to score 1, potentially 2. Looks like Mush has to put the brakes on. They just didn't have the gas in the tank
Smart.
there.
Yeah,
So-
it wasn't
Number
there.
77. Richard, now batting. Harley Hancock.
Reliever.
Oh, this would be a big hit here, Zach. A hit here would be huge to the series.
Now pitching, number
Yep, although we're going to
55.
see Kid K enter the game, the first pitching change for the Black Jackal side of things, and they carry K Collector as well.
He's seen her, though.
He did see her last game, this is true. But he swings at a changeup way outside the zone, very uncharacteristic of Mush. He's going to have to struggle to deal with his variance and speed here. Good eye.
He can,
3-1
he can
hitters
still
down
hit
now.
her.
Oh, swing and a miss. Count goes full. K Collector activated. We're going to see extra velo on this. Off speed, misses inside. Great eye.
Whoa.
What an at-bat by Mush.
The center fielder, number
Oh
90.
my. Wow, lights out
View.
eye from Mush as the ball appeared to hail back in there, didn't it, Slat?
It was close. Oh, we are going to see... Is that a pinch runner? Must be a pinch runner there at first. Hard hit ball. Oh, it's to the shortstop.
Oh, no.
And they end the threat there. Bases were juiced. Curse devastated as they head back to the dugout.
Scoop up a plate of now
I
batting.
think the biggest, he just couldn't rattle the pitchers. He never really got anything good to hit. He just was relying on talent alone. At some point, you have to get a meatball.
Yeah, I mean, as far as Lazy's pedigree goes, the batting is well established, but the pitching is also rather, it's well above league average. He is quite the pitcher. He just doesn't often get much time to showcase it when he's so busy mercying people. Doesn't need to pitch. But when you get top talent against one another like this, then his pitching really starts to shine. And he's able to escape that jam there. He's escaped a couple of other jams here tonight. Really impressive stuff.
Yeah, Lazy's always been a victim of his games don't even go long enough to really evaluate the pitchers. But when you also factor in, he has tended to use relatively weak pitchers and still is always at or near the top in pitching. Yeah, I mean, like you said, there's no weakness to Lazy's game.
Yeah, the only weakness really is the weak catcher arm. So if Mush can get on base, he can just try to abuse it. Kid K, as much velo she has, she does carry the easy jumps trait, making those steals that much easier. So gonna have to see Mush get back to the plate here in the next half of the inning, but before then, he's got a bit of a situation to deal with himself. Runners at first and second. Lazy sends one to center. Center fielder
pitch.
dives. Oh, they drop it.
No,
Just
no.
terrible luck. But the throw home. Good job by Mush. Lazy going to
Oh, good
third.
trap.
Caught in another pickle. Good veteran outcome there. Good job by Mush to just only give up the one run. Cut everything else down. Really unfortunate there to see that ball dropped. He did everything he could have. Perfectly timed. Just the RNG came into play there. But he does get the final out and sends this ball to the gap. Right fielder's not going to be able to get there in time. This is going to hit the wall. It's at least second, maybe third. The throw comes in. Yep, they're going to put the brakes on. So it's a leadoff extra base hit to start the 8th inning for the Curse.
This is not the time to be gambling. You need to bite into these pitchers, which is not going to be easy with Kid K out there. But you've seen her, so you have no excuse.
Ball sliced to left field. Tracked down by Tater Tot. For a moment, it looked as though that may have dropped into the grass, but hung up just long enough to be tracked down, and so the first out of the 8th inning is recorded. Still have that runner in scoring position at second, but he get wrecked at the plate now. Carries Mind Gamer. Lazy continues to hit the corners, though. This one going to be a pop fly to left field. Quickly, 2 outs have been made.
Yeah, it's just awfully tough. 99 miles per hour dead corner. It's not easy to hit.
Not easy at all. This ball hit to the shortstop, who is basically covering that runner and just in perfect position to take away a potential base hit opportunity. And so it's a 6-1 scoreline entering the bottom of the 8th here, as the reliever is going to be kept in to hit for Lazy, who hits one right to the shortstop, ranging over to make the play for the first out.
Now batting the second baseman, number 28.
This one hit harder, forcing the shortstop to dive. Throw is just barely not in time. Oh, uh-oh.
Wild throw.
Unnecessary throw after the play, and this is the XBL. Lazy's going to take
run
advantage. Oh, no. Full tilt here. I don't know if it was lag or if it was just a lazy post-play decision to throw that ball, but sailed over the second baseman's head, and so the lead is extended. It is 7-1.
Yeah, there's not many people who can tilt Mush, but I think he might have gotten a little bit off kilter there, we'll call it.
Catcher, number 47.
Yeah, very uncharacteristic. This ball hit deep to center, but not deep enough. Fuck you. Tracks it down. So, folks, we head to the top of the 9th. The final 3 lives for the curse hang in the balance here. They're going to need to chase 6 runs to keep this ball game alive. Ball hit and track down. It's another diving play at second base. I think Mush has got to be asking himself, why can't Metalhead, hit Lazy with the RNG moment? Why is it just me tonight? I think that's a justified crash out kind of question I would expect to be hearing.
I think at this point Mush isn't even asking questions. He's just trying to make sure that he arranges for the tape to be burned.
Now batting the left fielder, number 11, Drew Peacock.
So 2 quick outs now. Kid K looking to shut the door on the series and complete the sweep over the curse here to kick things off for their Season 21 campaign. It's a 2-2 count. K Collector activated. Near perfect lower corner pitch, 100 miles an hour, swing and a miss, and the Black Jackals get their second win of the evening here by a score of 7-1.
Yeah, it's just an absolute clinic from Lazy. If this was the first year that Mush had gone up from AAA, you could say, you know what, he battled him tough. He didn't get mercied, but Mush is as good as anybody basically in this game, and this was just Lazy's night.
Yeah. The only thing I suppose I'd say for Mush is, keep your head up. It's literally your second series of the season, so there's a lot of time between now and when the playoffs come around, and so maybe Mush is just getting off to a bit of a slow start here. I really expect him to kind of get back in the swing of things come playoff time. We know he's going to be contending right there up at the top or near it, and going to give every opponent a run for their money. So, just kind of forget this one really kind of even happened, but Lazy definitely got himself back in the swing of things, found his momentum when he needed to, got off to the early great starts. The leadoff solo shot, the dominant lead of pretty much all of Game 1, and then really kind of did take Game 2 by the horns as well. Mush held around, they hung around for a bit, but we just saw how that one ended, and so just kind of business as usual in a way for Lazy.
No, you said it exactly. Sometimes being a gamer is just not going to be enough, and it wasn't enough tonight. But there's still a bright season ahead for Mush. It wasn't like he did a bunch of things wrong. Just tough pitching from Lazy. Really, really locked in. When a player that great is locked in, it's kind of tough. But Still a fun night. I love the fight. Adam Mush, needs to. I'm sure he'd say he needs to clean up a bunch of things. He's going to have to hit better than that because everybody's pitching corners these days. But the main thing was it's a re coming out party for Lazy, and now I think he has to be considered the gold standard until proven wrong. Not that he wasn't before, but there's always questions when somebody misses a season or doesn't play a playoffs or whatever.
Yeah, like we were saying in the pregame keys, I mean, riding the ship, Lazy certainly did that tonight. And even Mush really it seems like he had a pretty high BABIP tonight. There were not a ton of strikeouts. It was just a lot of hard hit balls right at defenders. So can't really hang your head too much. Just kind of didn't go his way in a lot of ways. So that being said, folks, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. I know there's playoff football competing with your attention, so we thank you for tuning in tonight, and shout out to Lazy for recording tonight's games. We're going to be looking at some tasty, juicy matchups here in the weeks to come on Match of the Week. And it sounds like the house is back up and running, Mist. We're going to have some betting action to take place. Of course, all nominal, no real money exchanging hands, but there is that Hog Trophy, the most successful gambler of the season. Technically, there's a trophy out there for it. It's all in good fun.
Oh, yeah.
Get involved and check it out.
Yeah, Black Coffee Casino, sponsored by the Matrix, is back online, folks. So the gambling is back. The phony gambling is back. But we had a great night of baseball. I think I'm going to strike up the Misto Treehouse here now. But I want to thank Zlatanimal. He's such a dedicated personality and such an even keel personality in the community. So we really love Zlat. And I want to thank you folks who joined in here for this epic matchup. We know the football probably pulled a few people away, but it was a fun night. And anybody who has viewed the list of match of the week matchups, this was just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, there's a lot of good ones in there. I'm excited to see how those shake out. Thank you for the kind words, Mist, as always. Thanks for joining me here in the booth. And folks, we will let you get on with the rest of your evening. Hope you guys enjoy week 2 of the XBL here. A lot of baseball to go, a lot of season to go, and we are excited to bring you the rest of the action as it comes. Have yourselves a great rest of your night and take care.